Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 5 of Horizon Forbidden West. Now, just as we're getting started, a very quick note about the previous episode. If you notice that episode 4 sort of just ended very abruptly, like almost in the middle of a sentence, what happened was the stream dropped out very suddenly. That's something that's been happening recently on Twitch. It's been happening to a number of our streamer friends at various different regions from different internet service providers running different streaming softwares. So it feels a little bit like it is an issue with Twitch at this time. On that note, if this stream similarly ends very abruptly, then that may be the explanation. If this episode appears in our playlist as having been an upload instead of a highlight, we may have had to stitch together a couple different pieces of episode in order to put together one whole, like if it just drops out randomly. And a special early hello to AJ, who's playing the campaign of Halo Reach. That is a great game. That's one of my preferred Halo games. But with that provision out of the way, we've also very slightly adjusted the streaming settings to try to avoid that. I don't think it'll make a difference. We will see what happens. With that quick technical note out of the way, also, if anybody notices a quality difference, we'll be looking for that as well and adjust as needed. On that note, let's go over to skills, because I do have 2 skill points, and I was having a good time moving through. Is this very quiet? Anyway, moving through this setup here. Silent Strike gain. Recover weapon stamina and earn additional valor when using Silent Strike, but I didn't get this yet. Stealth range boost. More impact damage while in stealth. Well, last time I got Stealth Tear Plus, doing more impact damage also seems like a pretty good time, so I feel like I'm going to grab this one. Plus 15%. Is there... Well, what else do we have here? Smoke bomb capacity. I only just got smoke bombs. I'm not objecting to that. Silent Strike heal. Approach an enemy. Recover health when using Silent Strike. 45% of your health seems pretty damn good. And then Silent Strike gain. You know something? I don't want to overcomplicate this, but what else do we have in Hunter? Here we have Spread Blast. So the Bolt Blaster, I feel like I still don't have that, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. Stamina regen. Sure, let's pick up some stamina regen. I didn't pick that up earlier because I just didn't need it very much, and now, let's see, what's this? Heavy Weapon Plus. I don't have a lot of heavy weapons yet. Oh, and I think the ones down here might require more points. How many points does this need? Does it say? How about this one? See, that one requires 2 points. Yeah. Okay, so I'm willing to bet that so doesn't this one. Triple notch. Oh, 3 points. Okay, so let's go back to Infiltration over here. And I'm going to pick up Stealth Range Plus. Except that takes 2 points. Darn it. Okay. Well, then Smoke Bomb capacity it is. There we go. Okay. Now, with our upgrades out of the way, at the end of the last episode, I think I was looking to try to find that and trying to work out where it was. Oh, yeah, I should note that when the episode broke up, here's what we'll do. Because I don't see any way in there. At one point last episode, I fell into like a body of water, which could have been as far down as there, for all I know, and saw a way, and I was like, oh, this is going to be someplace that we have to revisit later, and then damn near forgot. And at the end of the episode, at the point where it cut off, I was headed back up to try to find where it was. I did not find it. Then chat reported that the stream had dropped out twice in like a 15-second time frame, and that was where we ended it. So you guys missed no progression, no setup, no story, no dialogue, no nothing. Of the two of us, I am the one that is particularly dedicated to having our episodes presented in a consistent way so that people know what's in there and that hopefully it all reflects like how the gameplay was. It's important to me that people who are watching have an opportunity to see like this is the game as it actually is. There is certainly a good... Wow. Okay, that was a lot farther than I intended to run. I do not know what's in our thing. Hold on. Overdraw potion, smoke bomb. I want rocks. Yeah. We got 58 rocks. So we've been in here before. Maybe I'll double check it real quick. But yeah, no, we've definitely been in there. That's a puddle. We cannot dive in there at all. Okay, I don't see any entranceways in here. I promise that in that episode, what happened was we... Oh, I have a lot of stash, so we don't have to worry about the medicinal berries for right now. Now, it could have been over here. I really don't think that it was. Oh, wait, hi, burrower. Yeah, if anybody else has any metal shards to give up, please speak now or forever hold your metal shards. I want those. All right. Let me check here. No way in here either. This is not close to where I was looking for, but just figured we'd double check. Nothing here. Okay. I like the fact that when you do the pulse... Did I mention this earlier? That when you do the pulse underwater, it's like a sonar ping instead of like the radar pulse. It's just one of those subtle things I think is like, oh man, they thought to do that. Hello to Jab! Jab, I hope that the rest of your weekend went well. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Yup, okay, hold on. I see several things that I like. I didn't know you could tag wildlife. You could like highlight them for a minute, but... Now, I very much do not remember if this is the area that we were going into before. Let me clear that yellow marker, because otherwise I'm gonna... Okay, hold on. We're slightly inside the cave, so here's what I want to do. Come out here. Yes, get rid of that. Otherwise, I'm going to keep trying to go towards that yellow flag. It'll really get me turned around. But yeah, Jab, AJ, and this might be a question that we ask of others as they come in. If you happen to notice the stream disconnect and the like play timer reset, let us know. Depending on where we are, we will attempt to address that on the spot. I'm going to keep going, even though this really feels like instant death. Okay, if I go in there right now, I'm going to drown. No, I'm not going to... Oh, boy. I don't want to panic, but I'm about to drown. Come on. You can do it. Oh. Have you ever been underwater too long? It's not good, especially when it's like, you know you're close, but just can't get there. Okay. So now we're going to try to squeeze through crack. Jab asked a question, but I want to try to squeeze through crack here. Okay. I either find a source of oxygen down here. This may be an area that I am... Okay, well, that would have been nice to know before this game. I'm gonna die now. Squeeze through crack. Can we... Is there a button I can press to go through this clearly open enough space? No. I just drowned. Jab is asking, that was the other thing that I wanted to cover. Jab, so my back is, I would say, so for anybody following the story of the channel, I experienced some, basically some back muscle pain earlier in the week, and it was, or last week now at this point, it was pretty bad, and I wasn't able to get a lot of rest, and it was extremely painful. The update is, Jab, much better. Not all the way better, but I'd say about 70%. Oh, well, see, now I'm never going to remember that I didn't do this yet. Oh, I would have preferred to leave that as a question mark. Well, too late now. Let's go see what, if anything, that is. I would say that I'm currently like 70%. It's still stiff, but it's feeling much, 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 much better than it was. And today I was finally able to get some actual rest. I know that it feels odd to hear somebody say, oh, what'd you do today? Oh, I slept a lot. Well, at the time, I'd say that I'd probably gotten an average of 4 to 5 hours of sleep, which I know is more than like trained Marines get sometimes, but I don't fall into that category. So to me, that feels like a very low amount of sleep, and you'd be, at least I'm amazed at how much my cognitive skills drift away when you've only had 4.5 hours sleep for 3 nights, 4 nights, 5 nights. But today, I was able to actually get some good rest and felt a lot better, or feel a lot better on it right now. So I think that everything will be moving back towards normal. Now that we're back off the mountain path, let's see if we can call for our mount. Yes. Someday I'll be able to do that on the run. Jab is also asking, from what I've heard, controlling that feeling is the trick. Controlling that feeling is the trick. It's something that you train away for. Oh, the panic. Freediver training can make a huge difference. Yeah,
Didn't expect to see you up and about.
One of the things, by the way, we've talked on the channel in the past about, like... I actually don't have any prediction on what this is. How do you slow down?
Stay here.
Well, I mean, obviously it's a tower, but am I supposed to do something with this? This is a Vista Point Tower. Pick up rock. Well, I mean, I guess so. I don't see any grapple points to get up to it. Like, to climb up to its top. Oh, hold on, what's this? Maybe we, Okay, we could also do that, I suppose. Let me just move you a little ways away. There we go. So it really wants me to pay attention to this box. I may also not have the components to do this yet.
Who's trying to pull that?
No. Well, I can hit it with a stick. No. No, whatever this is, I don't think that I know how to interact with it. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that Aloy knows either. Speaking of freediving and stuff, one of the other things that we've talked about in the past is, like, people who are able to, like, hold their breath for, like, 5 minutes, 6, 7 minutes. They're going underwater. What I did not know, as of the last time that we had a conversation about this as being a thing that actual human beings can do, is, like, if you ever see them, like, prep up for it, they don't just, like, dive in the water, see ya, and then they dive in the water and they're gone for 6 minutes. There's, like, this whole thing where they, like, they super fill their lungs. They do this, like, very intense, like, lung packing exercise. There's probably a much better name for it than what I just said, but it is... Oh. Yeah, no, this is where we're meant to go. This is fine. By the way, wait, quests. I should probably see what we've got. Go to Barren Light is our primary quest. We do have a charger, mountain overridden charger. We've done that. That's our main quest, the Bristlebacks. I need to turn around and go report about the Bristlebacks. That was the quest that we didn't do last time. That was where the stream crashed. That was actually my goal on what I'd wanted to do. Super oxygenate, says Jab. That sounds like what it is. So, like, in retrospect, that's incredibly obvious to me that they would need to do that. But just for whatever reason, I don't know. I guess I just assumed that over time they'd done it enough that like their lung capacity had like expanded to this superhuman capacity, and it probably has. Like it's probably a mix of the two. There's a huge amount of preparation, as well as all of their repeated preparation over the years, making it that much more effective. Hold on. Okay, mounted bow shooting is going to take a little bit more practice because that was a little rough. Here we go. I think I kicked that body. It's the fact that like you're still controlling the mount with the left stick. Yeah, I'm definitely kicking those bodies as I come up. I'm so sorry. It sounds vicious. All right. So I think this is probably as far as we can take our mount. We shall see you soon, fair friend.
No, that's not her. Can't be.
So let's just catch up in the journal on exactly what this is. We're reporting back about how the bristlebacks got into the valley. Javad the Willing, a Karja magistrate, needs to know how deadly bristlebacks got into the Dawn. This is the mystery that we were spending probably the last 2 episodes resolving, and I believe that what we've determined is that they were delving too deep, accidentally punched a hole in the mines outside the valley, and a whole bunch of bristlebacks came and like charged in. It seems to have been an accident. I'm a little bit worried that there was maybe some optional evidence that I failed to find, and as a result, the correct people will not be held accountable. So this person has an exclamation point. I don't know if I'm meant to talk to Milduf as well.
This'll really boil their broth. I'll add a sprinkle of chili to their desserts. How perverse.
And hello to Lucha Freddy. Lucha Freddy, I hope that your weekend went well. I believe I have a full pot, a full stew pocket. I don't think that I can buy any more. Yes, okay, my food pouch is full. All right.
I do like the sound of my voice. Are you ready?
Maybe it was exclamation pointed because he got some new stock or something, but I haven't even eaten my existing stock.
Taught you your lesson last time.
Freddy, how was your weekend and stuff? And Jab is also saying, Freddy's weekend was very nice. My oldening was chilled and nice. Oh, was it a birthday? Lucha Freddy, I had no idea. Happy birthday.
Savior, what news do you bring?
Picked up the bristleback trail by the quarry. Looks like they stampeded out of a mine at the back of the valley.
The mine? How could a herd of bristlebacks come from there?
I'm not sure, but Ulvin's workers were using explosives to tap the tunnels inside.
For the love of Dawn, I told him it wasn't worth the risk. Those tunnels, they run for miles underground, even beyond the Daunt. No, you don't think...
That Ulvin's blasting opened up a passage from the other side?
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. If this is true, we need confirmation. An inquiry. So thorough, so irrefutable, endorsed by the Savior.
All right, I'll keep looking. How does blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks help Ulvin get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chain Scrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Karja loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King, even with the valley working again. Ulvund hopes he can stir up enough resentment against the Karja to call for a strike.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
Also, there often doesn't need to be a specific benefit to scapegoating a group of others. When you other people, when you make them like out to be the bad guys, the sinister ones that are out to get you through some incredibly complicated and yet somehow also perfectly obvious plot that is just like laid out bare, it's like that in and of itself will just get people to be like, well, I can't follow this moon logic that I'm being presented, but surely it must be true, so I'll just go ahead with what Ulvund has to say. Hello to Czar, and Lucha Freddy is confirming 41 years young. That means tomorrow I die. Lucha Freddy, really sincerely, like, congratulations, happy birthday. I hope Mia stops by at some point today. I know that she'll be very happy to say happy birthday as well.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Now, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
I feel like we heard that particular dialogue from him. I may have already like done that in a previous episode.
I need to go.
Of course.
Czar says that it's less than a month until he is 32. Czar, when it happens, please remind us. Have I remedies? Let me go visit the herbalist. I feel like
came from. I need to head further west. Another reason to get the embassy going.
Okay, so this quest may need additional time. I don't know that I've spoken with the herbalist. I do feel like I have a full potion packet, so I don't know that I'll be able to find
for all who need them.
Done. Oh, we can straight up buy resources. That's nice. I don't really need any bird wings, I don't feel like, but yeah, it looks like, hey, you know how, like, some of our upgrades require, like, specific animal parts? I can just buy them here. I prefer to hunt for them, but it's good to know. Jab is saying that he's not loving his fashion choices. I assume that he's talking about this guy right here. I will say that in the room that I'm in, what he's wearing, even with the bare arms, looks suffocatingly hot. I suspect that that's some resemblance of his official outfit working for the Karja. I feel like I'm not going to be able to get to that, and I know that we have done that. So I feel like we are prepared to head... Well, now see, what's that? Oh, wait, let me check my wasn't there one... You guys, I think there was one other quest to do while we were here. Bristlebacks is on hold. The Enduring's on hold. The Blast Sling. I do not have a Bristleback Tusk, so we're going to have to get that later in life. And then... That's it. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we are prepared to head out of town. Czar's going to drop a quick lurk. Czar, very much appreciated. Hopefully we will talk to you a little bit later. Also, Jab is saying that some of the sailing channels that he watches talk about doing like super oxygenation, and that there are...
Think you can clear out my hangover too?
There are some out of water, like land-based breathing exercises that you can do. Okay, now what is it? Oh, right. Yeah, I can't interact with this lichen or whatever this is. So at least now we know that that's a thing. We can't go there. I'm looking for any other question marks between here and where we're headed. Unknown workbench. Well, I want to make it a known workbench. We're going to be working our way down towards the embassy, and as we go, any other question marks or other things that we can have picked up, let's try to do it. Hello to Innertooth, who is opening with his customary roar, saying hello to Jab, and then saying, as a child, I was made to walk the plank. We could not afford a dog. Jab, have you ever been here when I've shared the story from Ben Hansen. So Ben Hansen is now at MinMax. He's like the founder of MinMax and left what was at the time still a steady job at Game Informer to go found this, startup, community-driven channel and site. And I think that he's done a really amazing job with what he's done over there. However, or like part of his identity is that when he was still at Game Informer, he once told a story about like, how poor were you growing up? Ben Hansen he grew up so poor that he once told the story that when he was growing up, he and his family did not have like a VCR. So a neighbor of his carved wooden blocks that looked enough like cassette tapes that Ben Hansen and his friends would pretend putting them into a VCR and then sit looking at a broken television and pretending they were watching E.T. Ben Hansen has all manner of stories like this, not just when he was growing up, just sort of throughout his whole life. I am trying to find a way up there. Unless I've somehow already made this a known... No, it's still unknown workbench. The thing about unknown workbench is there might be some undiscovered quests on our way up to it as well. Jab is saying that it's been under 100 the last couple days and attributes it to the hurricane. I think the name of the hurricane is Hurricane Hillary that is moving up the California coast. Like
Get down. This isn't a place for a machine.
Okay. Was it like the Baja and Californian coast? I think this is correct. And we were seeing on the news today that certain areas there got like their yearly rainfall in a couple hours. Like there was just very, very heavy rainfall. And different parts of the country, of the United States, and I assume every place, are going to handle torrential rains differently. The places that are engineered for them, it's going to go pretty well. For the places that are not accustomed to that level of rain, like they just have never had to deal with it, it's going to be a lot more impactful. Okay, so this person sells traps. Charger horn. No, I need like a bristleback tusk. I don't think that I need either of these things right now. Oh, and I can do some upgrades. So howdy do. This was not the closest one, but we have found it on the way. So I can't do that. I can do this. Sure. I love the Tripcaster. I know you guys have not seen me use it very much, but it really is one of my... The bow is the bow. You see bows in lots of games. Things like the Tripcaster and the Ropecaster, those are uniquely Zero Dawn. So I really like using them. So do we have any? Nope, we still got one upgrade. It's the Fire Hunter bow. Well, I like using this as well, and this is going to unlock a new slot. Czar says not to get political, but that sounds like the title of a Democratic election run in 2016. I remember when Hurricane Katrina hit, and I remember people working in media named Katrina getting a lot of teasing and grief from it. I've learned I didn't used to be this way, but I've certainly learned in my later and hopefully wiser years that I want to be careful about people's names. So this one is only level 1, and I think this is the one we're actually wearing too. Yeah, let's get this up to level 2. And I cannot, but I can get this one up to level 3. Increases resistances and unlocks a weave slot. All right. We may wind up changing into this one if it's going to be level 3, but I like this outfit on Aloy. I don't remember exactly how she looked at the beginning of the first game, but it was something like this, and I always thought that this looked real good. And that is everything that we can do. At some point in life, I would really like to get some of these things. Oh no, what happened is we spent all of our metal shards, because I do have a J Wishbone. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Hi, sorry I didn't stop by earlier.
That is everything for here. I can't fast travel here without using a point, right? I just feel like it's going to be... Wait, what's this? My stash. Okay. But what we don't have is... like a fast way down. So we'll find out how I was supposed to get up here and then work our way forward. But yeah, between the wildfires that did... Like, it's both something that I don't necessarily want to dwell on during our video game robot hunting stream, but also don't want to undersell the incredibly deadly wildfires in Maui and the hurricane hitting Florida and the extreme heat in areas. It's just, it seems so insufficient to simply wish everybody well. But yeah, it's been a serious time. A charger mount site. Well, I could definitely go for the metal shards. This I feel like is so high and awkward. I think we're gonna stop back for that. Yeah, let's stop by the charger mount site, and if I can get some more metal shards, then we're not gonna go back for the hold on. We're not gonna go back for the workbench, but we'll go forward, and this way I'll have what I need when we get there. But yeah, Inner2, thank you very much for the fun stream earlier. The Factorio stream. Okay. Well, let's see. If I wanted to put down some tripwires... That guy's got nowhere to go now. Well, I really just... It's not that I wasted the, Oh, hi! Wow, we have a different friend. Okay. So, does this just not work? Why did he walk perfectly along it? It's probably not gonna be good for me. Shit. Knock your face right off. Jav said it was a big storm when it hit Baja rather. Tropical storm when it started going due north through California. A lot of rain though. Innertooth got his... It was red research, right? Is that what you're working on? Now on to blue and then maybe some science? Or was it blue microchips or something? I got the memory of an elephant. I remember one time I went to the zoo and saw an elephant. Wait, am I low on health? I am low on health. Thank you for the heal recommendation. I am not good at healing. One of the many things I'm still like adjusting to playing on this difficulty is Aloy can take a hit, but the machines hit really hard. So at least right now, it's kind of difficult to take a second hit. We may summon our mount. So let me take a closer look at these guys. So they are weak against electricity. They've got a quest resource, which is our... What's it called? The metal shards. The horns are detachable. Key upgrade resource. The blaze canister is detachable.
Shock ammo would come in handy.
Okay. So... Okay, there's 2 of them. So, if we... go like that... Oh, he really went down like, I'm gonna get you, Black. Just immediately fell over dead. I can stop crouching now. Jab was living in Northern California. Oh, hold on. Lucha Freddy specifically asked that I stop shooting them in the butt. The trouble is, the butt is what they're showing me most often. Anything else? We probably use some fire arrows, so we'll grab that. Oh, acid arrows. Hold on. We'll get that done. That done. Get that. And we might as well make 1 more precision arrow. Oh, yes, and some frost bombs. Oh, look at this. We can't make any more. Hold on. What am I out of? Metal shards. Wouldn't you know it? Okay, I'm going to summon our friend. So, we got some there. We're good. I'm not going to do that right now. This is... Yeah, Unknown Campfire I want to unlock, because Unknown Campfire is a campfire that we can fast travel to if we know it. I've not attempted melee from the back of the... not yet.
Last part of the Sundom before the Forbidden West. Karja Horn. Maybe that means the embassy's starting soon.
Yeah, episode 5. We're almost at the Forbidden West. We've almost crossed the threshold.
Is that you, Red? Thought you'd pay us a visit.
Okay, somebody knows me, I guess.
I'll take care of this.
Fearless.
So you decided to visit the hunting grounds. Good on you. Isvad here has all kinds of trials, so hotshots like you can put their machine hunting skills to the test. Or as the Tenakth call it, earning your stripes.
I thought hunting grounds were Karja.
The Tenakth have them out west, too. Though if you ask the Karja, Westerners stole the idea from the Sundom. In fact, the Tenakth used this place for a while after they kicked the Karja out of the region. They even left behind some of the special coins they handed out to those who earned stripes. Look, they're medals, Karja ones. More spoils. I heard you can trade them for gear somewhere in the Tenakth clan lands. Pretty gruesome, I know. Then again, so were the Karja during the Red Raids. Come to think of it, if you plan on going west, I could convince Isvad to give you some, if you earn stripes here. Seems like they might be of use to you out there.
Thanks.
Oh, and if you happen to play Strike, my friend over there has some nifty pieces to trade. You need anything for the trials, come see me. I have some wares I'm sure you'd find handy. Good luck. Hey, Red. What can I get for you?
Caroluna is just stopping by before bed. A, hello to Caroluna. Thank you so much for stopping by. B, if we don't have you for very long, I hope that you have a great rest of your evening. I can't afford it. I want an explosive trip caster and a rope caster. Okay, we have to buy this stuff. I don't care about this stuff right now. Metal Bite. I think I know what that is. Is Metal Bite just acid? I feel like it might be acid.
Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, so I will talk to the groundskeeper.
If you're looking for medals prized by the Tenakth, you can earn them here, Savior. Oh, and I'd like you to have this, if you care to use it.
Okay, could you speak up?
Consider it my thanks for getting Thurles out of trouble.
Jeez. Hunting grounds. All Karja soldiers know that the sun sets on the unprepared. These grounds have long readied their hunters to face the fierce machines prowling the western border. From shooting off machine parts using shock ammo and weapons efficiently, the trials found here will bestow lessons vital to surviving the Forbidden West. Tear trial, not completed. shoot off scavenger power cells. So how do we... So to get a full stripe... Oh. This doesn't actually tell me this yet. So we... Full stripes in a minute 30? That's not going to happen. Ever. A minute 30. Use your focus to tag a scavenger's power cell and make it easier to spot. Oh, these are tips. So we need to shoot off and loot cells. It doesn't say how many. Shock warrior bow or shock trick passer to put a machine in the shock state to immobilize it. Parts of them can be torn off more easily. When a machine dies, you can no longer shoot off its components. Okay, so among other things, this is A, how good are you, but B, also teaching basic things, some of which we know, and a lot of which I could stand to learn. I will start the trial. Shock warrior bow. Yeah, I have like a fire warrior bow.
Everything's set up. Just use the ropes to jump in.
Warrior bows are quick-firing, short-range bows. Unlike other bow types, they deal maximum damage even when they're not fully drawn, but quickly lose accuracy at longer distances. Shoot elemental arrows to detonate canisters of the same elemental type. So I do need to get 2 of them. I need to get 2 in a minute 30.
Acid will eat right through that metal.
There's the power cell. I'm going to tag it. And now I'm going to leave this. I'm sorry. What? I thought tagging it made it purple. Oh, I didn't tag the part, though. Hold on. Power cell. Tag part. There we go. So, I feel like the precision arrows is going to be like the best chance. Take it. Take it. Take it. Did I get it? I did. I think I did. I got it. Now the only question was, when did the timer start? Was it from the first moment that I stepped foot in here, or was it from my first shot? the guys down there are like, hey, wait a second. We weren't done with you.
This is for you, Savior.
Okay, I take it back. I thought that a minute 30 was going to be way too aggressive, but we actually did it in 1 minute, so that feels pretty good. We got a full stripe. Hello to guys of Invictus. Guys, I hope that you are having a great Monday. Mine has improved significantly from where I woke up, so that is that. So we've done this one. Shock trial. Shock machines near a scrounger by overloading its power cell with shock ammo. I don't think that I have shock ammo, though. Like, let me select it, but I'm going to say that I don't think that I have shock ammo. With a bow. Hitting a power cell, delayed explosion, use a shock warrior bow. Use shock ammo on a machine to build up its shocked space. Parts can be torn off more easily. However, hold on. I'll still try it, but I just want to double check here. Spear, fire, spike thrower, sharp shot. Oh, shock warrior bow. Have I always had this? Have I upgraded this? Maybe he just handed it to me. So I'll say this. It might behoove us to come back after I've loaded some upgrades for this, but why not put it... Let's see. I'm sorry. How do you choose what goes into your wheel or where it goes? Edit coils, equip. Okay, I'm going to put it right there. Also, it's just now occurring to me that I have Sunstrike heal, +1 low profile. Okay, I'm going to switch to this outfit. And then I'm going to edit my weaves. And we're going to go here. So, these guys don't shoot frost, they shoot electricity. let's go with the concentration. Oh, but I really like having that on that one. Melee defense +5, sure. And then I guess melee damage, why not? It's not really helpful for this, but it's what we've got. Range defense. Let's go with melee defense, just because I feel like I take more of those. Oh, that one's already being used. Okay, so now I have this tool here. I'm really glad that I looked.
Even the savior of Meridian can use some hunting practice once in a while.
Guy says doing okay, hanging around for the most part, chowing on some chili while RPing and watching your stream. Writing, he says. Well, I hope that the writing is going well. So, shock machines with his nearest scrounger by overloading his power cell. The timer on this for like full credit is 3 minutes. Oh, and also, like, I want to say that it was definitely from the first time that I took my shot. But I could be wrong. I feel like those, like, that's where I'd want to go, over there.
Well, I'm here.
Okay, I got 2 out of 3, which is an insufficient number. Can I get some of you guys around? Can we all, like, have a big party? Hold on. Hold on. Hey, everybody, come over here. So here's the interesting thing. Twice the explosions, like, detonated other nearby traps that I did not know about, like the log trap. So that's pretty cool if they can do that. Secondly, what we need is some way to, like, lure dudes all together or something.
You did well. Not that I expected any less. Now, claim your reward.
Wait, that can't possibly have been considered
This is for you, Savior.
successful. Well, you were technically killed, but here's your posthumous reward, full stripes. Wow, that is shockingly generous. Okay, I will not replay, actually. I'm gonna take my victory and go. Shock and trap trial. Use environmental traps set up in the grounds to kill machines in the shocked state. So this is actually what we saw a moment ago. Like, that's some of the things that I just set up. Sure, why not? Let's hit it. Apparently, I'm incredibly good at this. Even when I die, I succeed.
Everything's set up. Just use the rope to jump in.
And hello to Solid Chrome Hickey. So we need to shock the machines and then kill them with the traps. In that order. Okay, I really don't feel like that's what I'm aiming at. Hey everybody, come over here! Ow. Okay, so this one went substantially worse than the last one. The last two. So far you can see, succeeded on my first try, followed by die on my first try, but somehow succeed, followed by you just died. Okay, but the good news is we don't have to talk to him again. So, what have we learned? Do better than that. Also, I very much want to get them over here, where there's multiple machines, instead of over where there's like one trap in one machine. Okay, I have an idea. It's not great, but if we... Really wasting a lot of time here. don't understand why I can't aim at his back. Maybe it's because it did say that they lose a lot of accuracy at range. Ow. Sure. That's not helpful. I wanted this. Just straight in the face. So this is not going to be it, boys. Like, we're not going to get it this time. Oh, we finally got that guy. That count? Well, it would have if we'd gotten both of them. We only got, like 1 out of 2. Oh, you know another thing that we could try? Using the frost bombs to freeze them in place. I would very much like to reset this and try it again. I mostly just have ideas on what not to do. Sir, may I have a do-over?
Oh, you want to try another challenge?
Retry.
Grounds are all yours. Just use the ropes to jump in.
Okay. So, let's look for a second. Let's wait until, like, they're a little bit all more, like, gathered together. This guy in particular... Oh, I can't use my bow here. But that sort of lollygagger right there...
Just getting started.
Oh, come on! What, like, how did these others not take any damage? Did that count? Okay, I did get 2 out of 3 with that. Yeah, I had, like, so many shocked machines that were right there, but they weren't, like, in the right... You know, they were slightly too far, slightly over to one side. Well, we do have one more trap over here. Hold on, let's see if we can... Okay. But can you do this again, like, slightly over here? Okay. I doubt that we got, like, full credit, but we got some credit. Maybe that's worth a half. The timing was also 3 minutes. Like, I don't feel like that was 3 minutes. We might have done it.
This is yours, Savior.
Boom! We did do it. And we got, like, full stripes on every trial here. So we did it. Okay. Lots of rewards all over the place. So many hunting medals. You can't even believe it. So that is everything. So we did everything here.
Remain vigilant in your travels, Savior.
Hello.
Hey,
Ignore all
Red.
the bruises.
What can I get for you?
Now I have... Yeah, we came with like 5 metal shards. Look up at the top right, you guys. 646. So I have a tripcaster. We're going to buy both of these, but I'm going to buy the rope caster first. Why on earth would I buy more than one? I am not going to equip it right now. And then we're going to buy this. Buy.
Back to work it is.
Okay. Rope casters are ideal for tying machines down. Tap R2 while aiming to fire a rope. Attach
Here to
enough
train
ropes
for
to
the
a
hunt,
machine, it will
Savior?
become tied down, preventing it from moving for a long period of time. Ropes must be shot at full draw in order to attach to armor. Also, so I don't know if this is true in this game. And hello to Blue Glaws.
Savior.
Hello to you. I hope that you're having a
Hunting
great
grounds are
Monday.
open to you.
At least in the first game, if you attacked a machine that was tied down,
I'm
that would
trained,
weaken the
Savior.
ropes. Sir, I am begging you to stop your barking just for a minute. If you attacked a machine that was
to
tied
practice your
down,
hunting skills,
okay, he's not
Savior?
going to stop. What do you want?
I hold these hunting grounds to the highest Karja standards.
Yeah, no, we did it. We got it all.
It's not.
He still has like a gold diamond over his head, so I just want to take a quick look. That's our, yeah, we did all of those, so I'm not going to have that marked anymore. Let's reset this back to that. Is there anything else? We did. Now, see, why is this still marked like I didn't do something? We've got all check marks. I'm going to ignore this. Melee pit we can't do because I don't have all the parts. We did that, and we can't do this apparently.
We're too late to practice your skills.
Okay, while we get away from Chatty McGee over there, actually, do I... Okay, I just want to double check that there wasn't like a workbench that I could upgrade as well. While we're moving away from that,
I'll fill up while I can.
what I was starting to say is that in the first game, you actually would more likely use... You could tie a machine down, but unless you were looking to, like, rip off a specific part that would still be accessible when it was tied down, it was more likely that what you want to do is tie down one machine so that then you could focus fire on its friends, sort of do some crowd control with it. And it took me a disappointingly long time to figure that out. I was real slow on the uptake there. Yeah, no, we're headed on to our next main story quest. Caroluna's in training. It is bedtime for her. Caroluna, I hope that you have a great evening. And I hope that your training goes well. So, we are headed to Barren Light, where we're going to have the embassy, quote-unquote. The embassy is basically a diplomatic meeting. A summit is the way that I might say it. And it's about the Karja Sundom making peace with the Tanakh, which are the people that live further to the
Don't need
west.
a machine in there.
Okay. Now, I know that this is just something that I care about, and yet I do care about it. We're going to go in wearing our kind of our best stuff, the Nor Anointed armor. I feel like this is the most impressive gear that Aloy owns from a visual standpoint, and I'm going to go one better. Oh, it's not that. We're going to put on her headgear again. As soon as yeah, there it is. Boom. Okay. Yeah. You know, we're going to take this seriously. We're going to show up in our formal wear, our formal attire.
All right, I should find whoever's in charge here. First, I could resupply at my stash. Might be worth taking a look around, too.
Savior, tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal. And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
You're not afraid of the Tanakh?
Terrified. But I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry. When its doors aren't closed for an embassy. I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon. I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as much as you do. Believe me, I'm working on it.
Good to know. And keep us in mind. If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West, guaranteed.
All right. Maybe later then.
If you could get those blasted gates open.
Guess I'm not the only one who wants to get those gates open.
Okay, wait, I want to hear the rest of hers. So, go to Karof's salvage camp. We'll get an Ostrom Artificer just for doing this, plus 5,000 experience points. Is that, I mean, like, if we set this to be active and then went to map... Okay, yeah, this is clearly not what we're doing right now. This is after we get the doors open. So let's go back to main.
Mister! Over here!
Bit busy now, but we'll talk soon.
Be my guest.
Let's play some Machine Strike.
No, thanks. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to play any Machine Strike. There are games where I will get invested in whatever, like, the world-building minigame is. Like in Valhalla, they had a dice game that I wound up playing a bunch because I wanted to do all of that content. Here, the Machine Strike feels like it feels a little bit more like Gwent, where it's like a little bit too involved for me to want to do a bunch with. Because I feel like it will really slow me down, and it might be a lot of fun, but I feel like it's probably just gonna get in the way a little bit. So I don't know that we're gonna do any of that. You know, flash cut to episode 15, where I've just done 5 episodes in a row of nothing but Machine Strike. Okay, so this person sells something that I can't quite afford. I do have a Sky Drifter Circulator. What I do not have is the metal shards. I might be able to sell. I could sell some stuff. Let's sell valuables to sell. Look at that. Mark, and mark. And then sell. Hey, now we have enough. I will take 1 Nora Sentinel, please. I am not going to wear this to the summit. But I want to have access to... Oh, whoops, I accidentally did equip it.
For your comfort and safety.
Okay, hold on. We're going to switch back into our formal wear here. Oh. A book filled with Karja glyphs marked with the seal of Nozar Aaron Kuvaman. When I read that Itaman's shadow had been captured, I asked myself, where was his honor? Did he sacrifice himself in battle? Did he give his blood in shame? No, he let himself be taken alive. On top of that, the Sun King took mercy on him, the very same traitor who kidnapped his half-brother during the liberation of Meridian. From Avad's pronouncement, the rift between Rias, known as Itaman's shadow, and his brother Urid, the arrow of the sun, is the same wound that afflicts all families cleft by the Civil War. And such injuries must be healed if the Sundom is to move forward. So Rias lives on, albeit locked in a cell in Sunstone Rock for the rest of his days. Avad is a good man, but far too kind. I cannot prove Blameless Murad's part in this, but he must be involved. Well, the man's name is literally Blameless. The stay of execution reeks of politics, a bone thrown to noble families with ties to the old regime, just the kind of craven gesture the spy master would propose. Now, as shadows pass with the dawn, I can only hope that Rias is forgotten forever. His treachery should earn him nothing. Let him rot in the dark. I wonder how many of those things I have wandered right past and not recognized was something that I could interact with. But yeah, Carolina, I do hope that the training goes well. Do we have anything else? Oh, hold on. New quest.
There's Erend. Looks like he's had a few.
The only thing better than Erend is drunk Erend.
Yourself, soldier.
Savior!
Ho there.
Oh, whoops. I really thought this was on the top level.
Savior, you're my last hope.
Conover. She's Meridian's savior, not yours.
It's just Aloy. What do you want?
Please, no one will listen. But the Eclipse... They're here in the Daunt.
Really, Conover? Aloy's the one that defeated them. You're bothering her with this hogwash now?
Some of them must have fled west after the battle at the Elite. I saw one of our sentries, Lorovic, sneaking off to meet with one. I tried to eavesdrop, but they spotted me. And then Lorovic tried to kill me. I... fought back. It was him or me.
Unfortunately, there's no hard evidence that connects Lorovic to the Eclipse. And since Conover doesn't deny killing his fellow soldier, Nozar sentenced him to death.
What makes you so sure Lorovic was working with the Eclipse?
Well, I was too far to hear everything. But I heard them both say the word Eclipse.
It's not the most outlandish claim I've heard, but it's up there.
Crying Eclipse is a convenient way to dodge a death sentence.
If I have to die, so be it. But if we ignore this threat, others are going to die too.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Weeks ago, during a shift change, some trespassers slipped through the gate. By the time anyone noticed, they were halfway out the canyon. Nozar didn't see the need to give chase. Let the Tenakth take care of them, he said.
Nozar's not one to be sidetracked. He tightened up the patrol schedules, reprimanded the sentries, and everyone moved on.
But I couldn't stop thinking about it. None of us are careless out here, meaning someone left it open on purpose. And Lorovic, well, he's always grumbling about officers. But on this, he was too quiet. And after the incident, he started acting different, jumpy. So when I spotted him sneaking out of the barracks after hours, I followed. I found him arguing with a stranger, and when Lorovic mentioned the Eclipse, I tried getting closer, but they heard me. The stranger took off, and Lorovic lunged at me with his knife. Instincts took over. Sentries heard the scuffle and found me standing over his body.
Why don't you believe him?
We combed the woods. Searched Larovic's bunk, searched it again. Didn't find anything. Look, Conover's a good man. I don't believe he murdered Larovic in cold blood. But Nozar only listens to facts. And that fact is, Conover killed his fellow sentry. He doesn't deny it, right?
No, but more Eclipse
and
are out
considering
there.
there's no evidence backing up this Eclipse story, well, we can't question a dead man. Nozar's on edge with the upcoming embassy and doesn't want distractions. But hey, if you find a bunch of Eclipse soldiers hatching an evil plot in the woods, please do let us know.
This is chatty guard.
The meeting you witnessed. Did you hear anything else about their plans?
No. But the clearing where they met is just east of here, across the river.
A dozen soldiers have already searched it, Conover. There's nothing there.
I can see things others can't. If the Eclipse are in the Daunt, I'll find them.
Thank you, Aloy. Sun bless your search.
Don't get your hopes up, soldier.
Innertooth was noting that the bars are far enough that he could just walk right out. Yeah, like he could easily get his whole head out, and at that point he could just rotate his shoulders. This fellow might have something to say about it, which is probably why he's got a guard. Okay, I am a big fan of criminal investigations, as well as unknowns, so let's go take a quick look at what this is, and then I'm gonna go find out what this person... We're gonna do that investigation. Ah, that's my stash. I don't feel like I need anything from this, but also, why not? Innertooth was also asking, does this game have subtitles? Yes. Yeah, there is a subtitle option in the... in the menu. I want to go to quests, and I want to go to... Yeah, a Karja guard stands accused of murdering a fellow soldier. He insists it was self-defense, though no evidence has been found to back up his claim. Oh, this person might have new weapons. Oh, she does. I can't afford any of them, and I just sold all my stuff, but knockdown sharp shot bow. Yeah, we want all of this stuff. All of it. I just can't afford it right now. Okay, is my...
Oh, hi!
Here we go. Inner Tooth is saying, what's the similarity between Titanic and The Sixth Sense? Icy dead people. Yeah, that we're ignoring, but this we're going to go head over and see what we can find. And what better way, I ask you, to conduct a criminal investigation than to trample all over the field with a big, heavy machine? All right, let's take a look around. Now, I see something that looks like a lot of blood over there, so we're going to work our way over there.
This must be the clearing where Conover says he saw the eclipse. Bloodstains. As good a place to start as any. Pretty sure this is where Conover killed that guard. Maybe my focus can tell me if there really was a third person here.
Human footprints. Is there a way to... Sometimes you can like tag it so that it'll automatically highlight for you.
I see plenty of tracks from the Karja search party. Not helpful.
Oh, that's why we couldn't tag it, because it's not the right track yet.
Broken branches. Was someone up here? Faint tracks, leading away from barren light. I should be able to follow them with my focus. Let's see where this leads. Maybe Conover wasn't lying after all.
I'm fortunate enough to not have been in this situation myself, but can you imagine being behind bars or facing a penalty like the death penalty for a crime you legitimately...
There's too many machines walking around. Maybe I can pick up the tracks once I'm past them.
You legitimately did not commit, and no one is willing to like bother to look at it for you.
This is getting quicker.
I could sneak past these guys, but if I could get like a burrower sound shell, seems pretty cool. I like that sharp shot bow. This also is, by the way, where we determine, oh, you can tag machine parts on different machines, and they all say highlighted, because we had the sound shell purple on both of them. See, this guy yells for help, but he doesn't know where he needs the help from. I don't think I can hit it from here, but...
Should be easy to follow the trail up ahead now.
Okay. Let's be sure to get any sound shells that I did successfully knock off, because those are rare. Those are right on the belly. Throughout the entire first game, I always had difficulty getting anything that required like a hatch to be opened or anything like that. It was always tough for me. I get them tied down so if they were laying on their stomach, I could knock them down sometimes so that like they would fall over onto their side, and I would always be on the wrong side of them. And then they'd get back up before I could get around to the other side. Okay, are we... Oh, hi. The rest of that sentence was going to be, are we back on the
Blood.
trail yet?
A lot of it.
Blood. Oh, I see it now.
Wherever the runner was, this machine must have slashed him. Should be easy to follow the blood trail with my focus.
Also, I remember from
Looks like we're headed for that bridge.
From episode 1, yeah, these guys tend to have stuff in them. I brought this up in many other games, but I like the fact that we're out of metal shards. Like, it's something to look forward to. It's a reason to hunt and to look forward for those valuable boxes. Once you get to a point where you, like, have 1 million of everything, then all of the harvesting and scavenging, it just takes all the luster out of it. 14 of 14. Yeah, no.
Someone set up a lookout down here.
By the way, I don't know when this change occurred, but these days, if you start up The Witcher 3, by default, it removes
Check my focus sees, maybe.
the fisheye effect from the Witcher vision.
Bandages. Looks like the runner tried to treat their wounds before they went on. I should be able to follow their tracks. Not a bad view of Barren Light, if I had to spy on it. Where did you go off to?
Okay, we have a new track. If anybody, and this is not in any way a spoiler, Geralt has a detective vision mode rather like this, where it highlights things like tracks in the environment, so you as a player can see what he detects with his nose and with his eyes and his experience, things that, like, I, as a regular human, would never be able to detect. However, turning on that mode in The Witcher always caused this sort of, like, distortion fisheye effect, which means that you only really want to do it when you have a reason to do it.
Here. Must have climbed up to that cave. With that injury, I'll bet he's on his last legs.
Climbed up to the cave. Is there a cave up there? Does Aloy know there's a cave up there? I mean, I guess she does.
Take this to a dyer later.
Come on, up. Maybe she saw the cave from down in the ground.
This looks like a good place for someone to hide.
I just love the environmental storytelling of this Marauder bot, whatever they were called, corruptor beasts, in what might have been like a tunnel for all of these cars. If there were any people left in these cars, they were not having a good time of it.
Hey, what are we supposed to do now? We stay on track and make our way out west.
So,
If we give up,
I feel like this is gonna make sound.
In his shadow, we will find you.
I say we kill the line. Take on a whole garrison. Won't be easy. We don't know Larvik's dead. He hasn't shown at the rendezvous point. So either that fool guard killed him, or he's lost his nerve.
We'll just have to blast our way through the gates.
And then what? Rayad was our only link to Vezra, and now he's dead too.
We'll track Vezra if we have to. But first we have to get past Barren Light. Next change of guard, we go in fast and loud.
Conover was right. I have to stop them before they hurt anyone else.
Crud.
Avad will suffer. That will be a good day.
Soon we will march on the east.
We're gonna mark these guys so I can keep some sense of where they are. What's that? Oh, supply crate. Ancient compartment. Oh, that's probably a car or something. And then we can see some other dudes over there. We'll mark that guy and then his associate.
I'll pay back every Carja that turns coat on us.
I feel like there's nothing between this man and the tip of our spear except a few footsteps. I
will suffer.
kind of want to see if we can lure this guy away. Also, do I have better, like, the shock arrows, for example, I think are very limited in use right here. So, spear we've got, fire hunter, shock arrow, explosive tripcaster. So this seems more like something that I'd want to use against humans. I mean, machines also, but for sure against humans. I might interact with the prototype spike thrower as well. Let's put this, we're going to equip it. And we're going to put this, let's put it in place of the frost blast sling for now. All right. I don't know how long he's going to be hanging out there.
Nothing to see here.
We missed our chance. They've gone.
Good job no one attacked for real. Hey.
I so want to pop my head up over the barricade here. Okay. I feel like we killed him far enough back for his friend, and, oh, I get my rock back, too. I guess that's reusable.
I swapped the comforts of Meridian for this.
What is this? Oh, it's like a little data thing. I'm gonna miss so much of these guys, you guys. We are the Eclipse, elite of the Shadow Karja. We did as Hades, the buried shadow, commanded. We followed the prophecy that High Priest Bahavas foretold. We wore the relics of the Old Ones, allowing us to share whispers across the Sundom. Those are the focuses. We raised an army of ancient machines to lay siege to the traitors who had stolen our holy city of Meridian. All for naught. The accursed Nora Huntress. I'm so glad that we're wearing, like, our prototype hunter, like, Nora gear, so if they do see us, they'll know who's come for them. The accursed Nora Huntress slew our leaders and brought the buried shadow low. What are the faithful to do when the prophecy fails them? Well, perhaps it has not. Bahavas spoke of a cosmic cycle cut short by the murder of the true Sun King, Jiren. The world cast in shadow, the wheel of time broken, the unending day under a darkened sun. What if this period of prophecy is not yet complete? What if the buried shadow was not a deliverer, but only a harbinger? If this is true, our mission hasn't ended, it has barely begun, and could very well be that the West, land of the setting sun, is where true power lies. The other thing, though, is that, like, their focuses, I don't imagine, would have stopped working just because Hades, like Aloy's didn't stop working. Huh. Okay, that guy's looking directly over here. I don't have any options to distract him.
The West is a deadly land.
Oh, there he goes.
Fine place to
Also, I did not see you before. Drag him into the bushes, Aloy. Okay, let me chill out here. So I can get up there fairly quickly.
Will rise, and I will be one of his leaders.
I'm gonna go for it.
All right then.
You won't get away with that!
I super got away with it, though. That man's dead 3 times. Ow. Ow. Oh, he had more. Stop it. No, no rocks. Can I do the spike trap thing, please? No? Hold on, you guys. I thought I had like a spike. No, it's not equipped. I wanted to try that here.
What?
And that takes care of that. It sounds like there's more Eclipse beyond the Daunt. If this Rayad was their only link to them, he might have a focus. He could tell me where they are.
So, I apparently have 5 upgrade points, which we definitely need to spend. Let's go to skills. Trapper, warrior. I might, we might do some more warrior points, but I got a lot of mileage out of my melee skills there. Silent strike heal. It's not terrible. Stealth tear. Yeah. Let's do that. And then over here, Silent Strike gain, recover weapon stamina, plus 20% weapon stamina, and double valor. I mean, that seems pretty good. Alternatively, over here, we've got stealth range. Yeah, this. So now our arrow shots are going to do a lot more damage when we're still in stealth. I have 1 point left, and I'm not going to save it. Let's take Silent Strike heal. We've too many awesome things to pick up to be saving our points. All right, let's head back before they put that kid to death.
I'm guessing that's Rayad. Blood trail must have been his. He bled out trying to get here. I was right. Rayad has a focus.
Hold on, Beach Bum.
Loyal Eclipse, if you're seeing this, it means you've left the Sundom in search of something to follow. Your journey is almost over. Follow the sun beyond the gates of barren light, and bask in the gloam of future conquest. The new empire awaits.
I'll have to pay this Vezra a visit and crush his new Eclipse empire before it begins. There's coordinates here, out past Barren Light.
Beach Bum, thank you very, very much for the
Rayad's mask
resubscription.
should be enough to prove Conover's innocence. I better take it back to Barren Light.
Okay, the game has previously said that some of these barrels might have valuables in them. I don't know that I've seen any examples of that so far, but we'll continue to look when we can find them. Yeah, so when I did the jump attack, I kind of missed and shot the guy in the shin or whatever, but it did sort of distract him long enough that I could pull off that awesome stealth kill. The only trouble is that his friend then saw that. Yeah, Beach Bum, thank you very, very, very much for the subscription. I appreciate it greatly. Nothing so far. I really like, do you guys remember, it was like episode 2 or something, there was the ancient relics puzzle that we did. It was sort of like an environmental puzzle to get the box around so that we'd get into the cloverleaf item. That was a lot of fun. Like, and I suspect that it's one of several that we will encounter. But I like that. I don't remember that exact style of, like, do this puzzle in order to get this collectible. Maybe it was all throughout the first game, but I don't remember it being all that common. Down? I think we've got a lot
when
more.
When we fought the Eclipse back in Meridian, I thought that'd be the end of it. Guess I was wrong.
There you are. Come on, buddy. We gotta get back and help out that kid. It would have been interesting, like, I feel like it's awfully rare for a game to throw a quest like this at you, and then you track down the truth and prove that the guy in the jail cell actually was guilty all along. That would be an interesting twist on that. I feel like games have generally taught me if a prisoner is asking for a further investigation or clemency, then they deserve it. And it would be interesting to see one that was like, oh no, actually he super did it. There was an episode of Voyager that did that, if I remember correctly. There was this, like, Voyager got involved with, like, a prison transport, yada, yada, yada. Neelix was interacting with this extremely sympathetic character who was accused of murder and all of these heinous acts, but he had such sympathetic eyes, and he was so, like pleading with Neelix. You have to have somebody like advocate on my behalf. Like yes, I did what I did, but it was out of necessity, and had like all of these explanations. And then at the end of the story, it turned out no, he just super was playing Neelix, and he was an inveterate liar, and down to the end, he just started making up like a different pack of lies, ones that were even easier for Neelix to see through as he went. I'm not necessarily a big fan of stories that paint prisoners or criminals as being like subhuman or something like that. I'm just saying that it would be an interesting twist on this sort of video game format to say, oh no, actually they did it. That's what your investigation turned up. All right, so we're going to head up and talk to that person. We want to make sure to give Erend a wide berth. I don't want to accidentally progress the story
There's
here.
Erend. That looks like he's had a few.
Right, I did the exact same thing again. Hey, good news, kid. Or that you get back and they just already executed him. Like, that would be a super dark turn for this to take. You weren't fast enough.
She's back.
Aloy, did you find anything?
Eclipse fugitives were camped out on the other side of the forest. And they were getting ready to fight their way through Barren Light. You just helped save a lot of lives.
Aloy, you know I believe you. But Nozar, he might not be convinced by your words alone.
If he needs proof, show him that. And tell him the man he's got locked up risked his life to expose and eliminate an Eclipse spy.
Huh. I guess you are his savior. Congratulations, soldier. You're a free man. I'll have you out of there before sunfall. I'll make sure this gets to Nozar.
That's it then. The end of the Eclipse.
Almost. The trespassers you mentioned, the ones who got through Barren Light weeks ago, their leader's dangerous. And he's out there, in the Forbidden West, building up an army.
Sun and Shadow, you're going out there to stop him, aren't you?
I'm gonna try.
I want to help. I can fight.
I know you can. But you've been through a lot. Once you're out of that cell, you should enjoy your freedom. You've earned it.
Take them out, Savior.
I'm gonna feel really bad because later in this game, that kid's gonna show up again. But like, we're recording this right now in August, of 2023. That kid's going to show up in like October, and I will have forgotten who he was. Okay, so there's Erend. What's that? Hold on, I want to check my quest first. This is our story quest, I think. No, what's this? They must be stopped for good. Go to the Eclipse hideout coordinates. Is that... Okay, that's way to the west. Yeah, let's disregard that. Side missions, that's that. No, we can't do that. Can't do that. Can do that, but that's also to the west. Hunting grounds. It's super weird to me that this is still marked. Why? Anyway. Okay, whatever else there is, we have done it. So we're going to go back to this. Did I not talk to somebody over there or something? No. Talk to the groundskeeper. Swear to God, I already did everything over there. Oh, we got some skill points too. So I can do 1 skill point over here. And I still don't have that weapon. This would be 2. Happy weapon plus. 5% damage is awfully light. Deep concentration, we've got that. Stamina regen. Sure. Let's get this.
Just give me more suffering come morning.
All right, walk it off then.
Gentlemen.
That's our cue.
You taking the edge off?
Huh. Well, I mean, I'd ask you to join, but who'd be left to save the world, right? All right, now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So, whatever you need, ask away.
We will ask away, but before we do, Patikin, thank you so much for the raid. I'm so sorry that OBS disconnected. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a great time in Star Wars. How was the stream overall?
How have things been since
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the claim. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Wadis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. Wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest.
Oh, jeez.
Like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seemed the crowd that showed up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, it's the rowdiest funeral since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all under the table.
Okay, 2 thoughts real quick. I love Aaron's voice actor. He is really good, and I have no idea what the man's name is. Secondly, can you imagine having a conversation like this where he literally says, yeah, and after I got back, I laid Ursa to rest the way that she would have wanted. And the very next question that you ask is, so whatever happened to Ursa? Were you able to lay her to rest the way that you wanted? That's the conversation that we just had with this guy. Thank God that he's like 3 sheets to the wind right now, because that felt awful.
What do you know about the embassy?
I know, not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tenakth. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind. What do you know about this place?
Well, nothing good. It's where the Carja dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor. The rest were hauled off to the Sun Ring and Meridian.
Your sacrifice.
You got it. Tenakth made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Carja out of the west. I can't say I blame them. And now Avad's paying the Osram to rebuild it. And no matter how much new stone they put up, it'll still be stained in blood.
I better get going.
Oh yeah, don't let me stop you. Just, are you sure about this? Yeah, I'm saving the world. That sounds like a lot for just one...
Errand.
Yeah, all right. Can't blame me for trying. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me...
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
Yeah, don't count on it. Be careful out there, Aloy.
If you are out there and you are the person who gave the English voice work for Erend, I am giving you a thumbs up. It's so good. None of the voice acting that we've encountered in either of these games so far is bad, but I feel like his work particularly stands out. Like, from the first moment he shows up, he is just incredibly magnetic, and his delivery is so natural. Okay, is there, like, this is our next story quest. Like, I feel like we've done all of our business. Hold on. I don't want to be like a big tease here, but it just now occurred to me that I did pick up some stuff that we could sell, and then maybe we can do some upgrades. Let's sell first. We're going to sell all of our things, yes. But Patikin said that he made a lot of story progress in Star Wars and had a great stream, but apparently there was a disconnect. I'm really sorry about that, Patikin. We were talking earlier in this episode about how that has been a running thing on Twitch lately, not just for you. Are there... Okay, so I can't afford this. Wait, did I already buy it? Because I had a Skydrifter circulator before. Please tell me I did not spend it on something else. Wait, I'm sorry. He also sells these. Medicine capacity, it's okay. Potent medicine +1. Increases the level of the potent medicine passive boost, which provides more and faster healing from medicinal berries. I do use that, like those, all the time. Potion proficiency and then weapon stamina. Hold on a second. Do I have... Oh, I did buy this. We don't get to see... Yeah, okay. That's why I couldn't get it before. I am very likely to want to upgrade this, but for that, that's where we're going to want to go find a workbench, which is... not here at all. Oh, we could visit the cook. I don't think that I had a conversation with the cook. We've met Milduff. I did not make this person's acquaintance. Okay, this is just stuff that I cannot currently get.
Forge a deal together.
It wasn't a disconnect like I got said, Patikin. I still had the protection thing happening. Yeah, Mia, by the way, Patikin, had one of those as well. Just like yesterday when she was streaming, just randomly dropped off.
I've got boards ready to go if anyone wants to play some Strike.
Instantly. Like, no disconnection protection, just blink and it was out, and then it was back, and then it was out again. Just like what happened here for our stream the other day. Okay, we can do 3 weapon upgrades. We've got one of these. Let me start with a pouch upgrade, because this really affects how much we can carry around and stuff. Tripwire pouch. I'm going to start with this. There's our J Wishbone. Rabbit hides. Okay, we're going to have to start keeping an eye out for rabbits for our tripwire pouch. Rabbit hide. Fox hide. Fox bones. Okay, rabbits and foxes are going to have a bad time near Aloy for a while. Now let's take a look at our... Yes, our brand new thing here. Look at this. The green ones have 3 levels of upgrade. This one has 4. So, yes, let's start with this. This is also going to unlock a weave slot, I believe. Either that or we just have one. That's as far as we can go on that. And then go back. What weapon do we most want to upgrade? Shock Warrior Bow is an early favorite because I use the elemental arrows all the time. Explosive Tripcaster, you know, probably. And then the Rope Caster. Nope, Rope Caster wins. It's a super good tool. So I do not have a Scrapper Circulator. We will keep an eye out for that. Let's get the Shock Warrior Bow next. Oh, and I can do level 2 because I have all the green shines. I do not have a green shine fragment. Nope, I would need some metal shards. And then I can still do 1 level of explosive Tripcaster. And that is as far as we can go. So I'm going to have to start either finding some more green shine, but I need 4, and I currently only have 3. Okay. I am glad that we paused to do that, because who knows the next time that we're going to be able to. Patikin, you played this game. Is there a reason that you're aware of that, like, under the quests here, the hunting grounds, like, it's not checked off? If you look here, I got maximum stripes in all of the 3 trials. But it's still sort of showing like it's something that could be done. Oh, and you know what else? Hold on. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get close to this, but I want to make sure that nobody misses out on, like, a main story beat. So we're going to pause here, and I'm actually going to do a quick ad break. We will be back with you guys in about 3 minutes, and that way nobody, whether they come in or anything else, will have any ads during this time. So we'll see you back here in just about 3 minutes. Okay, and we are back. Thank you, everybody, for bearing through that, and hopefully through the magic of editing, if you're watching the VOD, that passed in just a blink. I want to make sure that people who are here for the story don't get that interrupted by...
You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tanakh out there.
Ads.
Yes, sir.
Are you in charge around here?
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, his second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tanakh have left.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offer tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanakh return personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tanakh, they're handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
You said something about Tanakh marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our Sun Priest until they concede. Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
I feel like this guy takes 4 hours to get dressed.
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvund was thrilled. Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Ahem.
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tanakh are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tanakh's horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Okay, this is if you have other stuff to do.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Varl. Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order! Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the Savior! I don't care if it's the Dowager Queen herself! The gate stays sealed until that horn blows!
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
I know the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
Gates.
Oh, that's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let her through, boys. Saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time. So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
It's no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
I was wondering when Varl was going to show up. I was honestly surprised that he was asleep when Aloy ditched him. I thought he was only pretending.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the Setting Sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see. Tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
Very quickly, hello to Ronan. Ronan, I hope that your Monday went well. Let's go with this.
How did you come to be among the Tenakth?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tenakth into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate, and was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hekaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate?
I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hekaro's feet, I demanded this rite, called the Kurut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hekaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Cool Route. Little did I know what I was in for.
You said the Cool Route is a Tenakth's trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hopes for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tenakth chief.
The winners of the Cool Route must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hekaro's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tenakths still spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tenakth. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tenakth for hating them.
Nor can I, by the way. Like, I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. The Karja were sending slave raiders over here to round up the Tenakth and bring them back as, like, human sacrifices and stuff. I'd feel pretty bad about that, too.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tenakth. Especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hekaro and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
The Karja talk about Hekaro as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last. The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tenakth is a lot different than how they do.
So I can also introduce myself to you. Is there anything about my story you might be interested in, or we're only going to talk about you? Oh, okay.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tenakth, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
For the record, I completely understand why Aloy is not going to break down her own backstory for this guy. It would be very tedious to sit through as the player. But it just is like, hey, let me tell you all about myself for 20 minutes and then ask literally nothing about who you are.
Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tenakth and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tanakh don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Akaro knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Akaro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tanakh can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No, the other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
Didn't really feel like that knife was an IOU.
The Karja have opened the gates.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Akaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Akaro has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Lancers, form up!
They're riding machines!
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav! Come with us now, or not at all!
Archers! Light them up!
Get to cover!
Archers! Keep them back! Left flank to the Karja! Run them down!
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
Kaja! Stand your ground!
Fire at will!
I don't have a shot! What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair!
Lancers! Take the center!
Get ready!
Very quick pause. Hello to Hey, isn't that Kay? I hope you're having a great Monday, better than these folks.
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge!
Okay, well, I've got something that's a relatively long-range weapon, I think.
Here they come!
Oh, shit.
I should fire at the machine riders on the field.
Which ones are those? Machine riders on the field. These guys over... No, those are the guys that I'm defending.
I got a shot! You've got no mount now!
That's not gonna work. Yeah, fuck you. Hold on. Nope. That. Make sure they can't use that guy anymore.
Up close, huh? Another one! Got her! Another one! No!
Jesus Christ!
Just you and me now, Varl.
We've survived worse.
Have we?
Get over there and help! Move in! Take him out!
Oh, boo! I thought I was thought I was doing well. I probably forgot to heal again.
Got this.
Go!
So those are acid canisters.
We got this!
I don't want to stand next to that guy while he's aciding out. Oh, these guys are just made of pain. Nope. It just now occurred to me. Oh, I was hoping to get one of his tusks.
Enough! You, Outlanders! I'll skin you both!
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it.
Oh, shit. He is very good at closing distance.
Shot of that.
I need some of this. Some of this. Some of this. Oh, shit! And I really, 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 really needed to heal. I also wanted to take a look to see...
Never seen a shield like that. Better scan it.
Yeah, hold on.
You'll fall as easily.
Wow, okay.
But that shield will break if I hit hard enough.
Shit! Didn't think that he could do that, because I don't know what he can do yet, because I'm not following Aloy's specific instructions.
Gotta get through that shield. I can break through his shield if I damage it.
I don't know how to not get hit by that. It seems to be the whole screen.
Need to break his guard.
So...
Give it up!
Okay, I need something better than this.
Gotta take down that shield. Now's my chance. You're not stopping me. His shield's regenerated.
He didn't seem to like being acid. Hold on, I need some help.
Up. Gotta break through his block. Shield's gone. He's vulnerable.
Yes, stab him right in the throat. Or in the ankle. What is he, Achilles? Come on.
Your turn. Come down here and face me.
No! It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the Marshals! Slaughtered the Karja! So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out!
Get him to the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
I got you.
It's salvage time, boys.
I don't think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The Marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Voidis, Vashav. A massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Oh gosh, so much. Intertooth, if you are still in earshot, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope that you have a great evening.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tenakth.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
It's too bad about Nazar and Wadis.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
About Fashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tenakth. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tenakth.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
I do feel like carrying his knife as a rite of passage, assuming that word gets out that he's dead, and he was one of the marshals of the leader of the Tenakth, it feels like that would only precipitate the belief that Aloy is the one who helped kill him. Like, she's completely unknown out here, but somehow I think that they're gonna hand-wave past that.
Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone the Tenakth chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tenakth weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
Oh, wow.
This area is no man's land.
That it is. The Tenakth used to attack anyone past Barren Light on sight, but after Avad overthrew the Mad Sun King, he reached out to the other tribes to offer reconciliation. The Tenakth agreed to a neutral border zone as part of the peace talks. Karja and Oseram have been striking out into the area ever since.
But now, it seems like Regala and her rebel army have moved in.
Well, I'd never call no man's land safe, even in the best of times. The ancient ruins of the southwest are a testament to that. Remnants of some forgotten war.
You said there were others who went out when the gates were open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Oseram delvers. Even saw 2 Karja scholars trekking southwest with an Oseram crew. Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or just foolhardy.
Do you remember anybody with a particularly distinctive voice?
You said the Tenakth lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then New Taru farmlands. Past that are the Tenakth. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge to dominate. Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital and the territories of the other 2 clans.
You don't sound certain.
I've only heard the stories. During the Red Raids, the Karja army tried to push into Tenakth territory, but the united clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tenakth really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tanakh further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch, at least compared to the Tanakh. More taken to farming than fighting.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of farmers surviving in the Forbidden West.
Make no mistake, they have a fierceness all their own. When the Karja were pushed back during the Red Raids, their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of Plainsong. The Sun King has made several overtures of peace to them as well, but so far, they've declined.
If they're so peaceful, why decline?
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but no. They just want to be left alone.
Yeah, again, slavers.
I'd need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return. And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
I'll save the extra stock for later.
I don't feel like there's a lot of extra stock right now. We are refilling our bag. Okay, the Shield Wing is an energy-based glider repurposed from machine technology. Hold square while in the air to deploy and glide. Circle to stop gliding. That might take a couple tries. I'd wanted to use the oh, hold on.
This is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spire should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe, the backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The Blight, the Storms, Regala's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would.
Meanwhile, just a supply cache chest sitting out there. Yeah, no,
The woman who led the ambush, Regala, had a lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Silence. But what's his angle? Why help to knock the rebels?
I will say it's at least possible that somebody other than Aloy and Silence has worked it out. I agree with her that it's most likely Silence, but if two people living in and around like Meridian were able to work it out, it seems reasonable that other people somewhere on the planet have also done the same. All right. I feel like we've gotten most of it. What I was going to say is when Aloy first shouted up to Regala, I guess that's her name, up on the hill, and she's like, "Come down here and fight fair." I swear to God, in my head, I was like, it would be so awesome if she just went, "No." And then after Aloy rips apart her chosen champion, admittedly on the second attempt, but whatever, we still did it eventually. Aloy's like, "Come down here and face me now." And she's like, "Nah, I'm good." Thanks for the invite, but no, I've got places to be. Good luck cleaning up your dead. And then she's just like, she's out. Also, she really knows how to make an entrance with her robotic velociraptor with the buzzsaw teeth, buzzsaw jaws, like it's a Halo villain. Or a Langolier. It really was like a cross between the elites in Halo and one of the Langoliers with like the spinning buzzsaw teeth. Okay, so it unlocked all manner of things. There's a new quest, and of course it's on the other side of the wall. Where am I? I'm over here. Apparently let's lay down a real save. I'm not done with this episode yet, but let's lay down a real save. Okay, so, whoops! Okay, maybe less reading chat while I'm running along a cliffside. Kay says, that's one of my favorite moments, come down and fight me. No. You'll never get that kind of reaction in a video game. Yeah, no, the next closest is a moment that I've talked about from Dragon Age Origins on a few occasions where you ask one of the characters, tell me about your people. It's like, no, I'm not going to boil my entire culture down to a couple paragraphs for you. I really, really like that. And also, like, among other things, it helps establish that Regala is not only intimidating, but also smart. Like, she has nothing to gain from this at this point. She did what she came to do, which was disrupt the peace talks and kill a bunch of people. This is 15 yards in this way. There's got to be a way to this from here. Oh, and it's a blocked path. That's fine. Okay. Let's go to new quest. I would God damn it. Okay, that's not. We're fine. Aloy's got infamous hands from the video game Infamous. She can grab hold of, well, what she needed to. Oh, sorry, Fox. Sorry. Not Fox McCloud, just regular Fox. I need fox bones and fox pelts. That's one of the things that we recently learned, and that gave me neither. I'm sorry, friend, but I promise to put your bone into, like, a really good weapon. As long as those machine corpses are smoking, I'm going to be tempted to go over to them, but we don't need to. I will further assume that the only way back in here is, like, straight through the gate. Maybe not. I mean, we can see some scaffolding up there.
You! I know you see me! I heard from Azars.
Also, they need to have a chat with their wall archers. Because when all of those machines were, like, charging along, and I they were very far away, I get it, but just, like, the one nod that we get to the fact that this is allegedly a defended fortress is, oh, I don't have a shot. I'm not sure that I would be any better in that situation, but then again, I'm not literally employed to man that wall and to shoot my arrows at things that seem threatening. And, yeah, they weren't expecting them to be riding machines. That's not really a known thing. You okay?
Hey. What happened here?
What do you care?
Don't you?
As it happens? No. You know, I was already having a crappy day, and now these two idiots picked my shift to climb the damn mountain. Wouldn't be so bad if this one weren't so heavy.
Wait. 2 idiots?
Did I stutter? Yeah, 2. I heard another one shouting up top. Sounds like they got caught between sharp claws and a sharper fall.
Someone's in trouble. Aren't you gonna do something?
Self-inflicted. And I got my hands full with this one.
You're seriously not going to help?
You seriously are?
Why are we
in trouble at the top of the cliff? I better get to climbing.
Yeah, and furthermore, we've got to get to, like, a more functional outfit. We wore this for its formal wear appeal. We're going to switch back into... I mean, so this is fine. It's not our best outfit. Still feel like this is our go-to. We're going to put this on. Oh, and yeah, we're also... Well, hold on. Okay, this one doesn't have any headgear, so we'll just leave it as it is. What I was going to say is, like, why are we having a conversation with that guy? He seems like an asshole, and we can hear somebody that is... Oh, shit, that is not this quest. No. No. This is it. Okay. I'm going to assume that sound was in the game. Did we all hear thunder, or was it only me? Because if it's just me, there might be a situation incoming. This is not a way to go. Oh, that is. By the way, Kay, so when it says, because I've been to Clay's stream recently as well, and he's been doing The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2. But it's not, it doesn't look like a narrative game. It looks very much like a first-person, I feel like it's a first-person shooter, but it's in VR. So what makes it Chapter 2 is it's not... I guess I'm curious for more information about what Saints and Sinners is. Maybe it's not a first-person shooter at all. But for anybody who doesn't know, Hey, Call Me Clay is not always a VR streamer, but likes to do a lot of VR streams, and he's been playing that VR game recently. And it's been interesting to see, but I haven't quite worked out all of the mechanics. Oh. Yeah, I can take these guys. Oh, hello to Dougler! Okay, and people are confirming that they also heard that loud thunder crack. Really?
It's down!
Okay, well, I can't do anything about that from here, so... Oh, shit! Okay, I need different weapons here for these guys. Let's go here. So what we need specifically, we need the Frost weapon. Frost Blast Sling. That's exactly what we need. We're going to equip this. Let's put it back over here, over the explosive tripcaster. That's probably the #1 thing, I'd say. Okay. I tried to do the glide machine there. It did not work in the way that I had hoped. Hold on. Kind of hoping for some iframes on that.
You got this!
I didn't know. I have any idea where he was.
You did it! You got them all!
Okay, well, if you're gonna yell at me from safety, then you can remain safe while I pick up all of these pieces. Yeah, don't pay any attention to the amount of health that required. Dulu was asking, do we have a cheerleader? Apparently. She's very positive. She's better than the last person. Remember last episode, there was like a dude standing up on a cliff that was just like shouting, oh man, that looks really hard. Hey, watch out there. Oh, that looked like it really hurt.
Let's have a word,
Are you hurt?
I live. My so-called bodyguard. You see him on your way up?
It was hard to miss him. He's dead.
Oh. Guess that's what I get for believing in the first chuff in the tavern who said he was a mountain-climbing machine hunter. At least I don't have to pay him now.
What are you doing up here?
That used to be a signal tower. The mechanism uses a special lens which, in some very specific circles, is highly valuable. And since the Karja are planning on tearing them down, I was going to liberate the lens before it got destroyed. You get it for me, and the lenses from the other towers. I'll make it very worth your while.
I've already got some of them.
You said that was a signal tower.
In its day, it was a sight to see. All 6 of them, all lit up, all around the Daunt. They used to warn folks that the Tenakth are coming, for whatever that was worth. As you can imagine, the Karja spared no expense putting them together. Hence the fancy lenses in need of a new home before the towers are torn down.
She's a thief in the same way that Aloy is. She's scavenging these materials before they're destroyed.
So you're a thief.
I'm more what you'd call an opportunist with a good eye for business. Look, the Karja are gonna tear all these towers down anyway. They see no value here. They're trying to make nice with the Tenakth now. See? It's a victimless crime. Opportunity.
Tell that to your friend down there.
Self-inflicted.
Wow, nobody liked that guy. Every single one of this woman's vowels are interesting to me.
Why can't you do it?
Look, even if I hadn't hurt my ankle here, I'm clearly nowhere near as capable as you. Oh, come on. I can't just let the lenses go to waste. That's not what my father would have wanted.
Your father, is he a thief? Sorry, opportunist, too?
No. He helped design the towers. Before he passed on.
So that's how you know about the lenses.
Yeah. And why they have sentimental value.
I already found some, actually.
Well, look at that. Looks like you're quite the opportunist too, eh? Let me take these off your hands then. This should be a nice reward for your efforts. I'm an honest merchant, after all. Thank you.
Aloy.
Reyna. Well, Aloy, as soon as I'm up for it, I'll be going back to Barren Light to rest this ankle. But I'll stick around in case you want to get me that lens up this tower here. No pressure, just saying. Promise it'll be worth it.
I'll see what I can do.
I will go get the thing. So it looks to me like this is a pullable right here. Hold on. This.
Okay, I'm in.
It feels very much like we've just opened up a dungeon. Yeah, I don't mean this in like an insulting way. That woman sounds like somebody who has had American described to her. I can't quite put my finger on what it is, but it's like every word has the wrong vowel sound. She was very interesting to listen to. And watch it turn out that she's just from like Chicago or something. Really? Okay. Well, we can do this part. No, go. Okay, yeah, Aloy had a weird time getting through that. There was nothing else in there, yeah? I don't feel like it. Aloy, thank you so much for getting this signal tower thing down. My father will be very happy about it. Oh, what's that?
I'm busting up this place.
I said that he was dead earlier. Oh, I think you must have misunderstood me, Aloy. And, like, again, the thing about the world of Forbidden West is that there could be all manner of different dialects and understanding of what language would sound like based on, frankly, how well the machines or the holograms were working in the area that they came out of. So there could have been enclaves where they came out effective. Shit. Well, that sucked. There could have been like creches or whatever where the people came out borderline just speaking a completely different language because the holograms were malfunctioning in a way that still conveyed meaning, but all of the like phonemes and stuff were different. Oh, well, I'm gonna pretend that this generous supply cache is an adequate reward for my buffoonery. Hey, isn't that Kay just Googled and she's a Welsh actress? How, what, like, I'm just legit, what did you Google? Cause did she have a name? Probably. This might be the wrong decision. I just feel like I can't get back up from where I am. And hello to Samalander. Samalander, I hope that your week has been going okay. So, hold on. Yeah, I need to get back up there from a different way. So I want to try using this glide wing now. Oh. So you hold it, which was probably stated earlier. And I missed that. Oh, right, here's this guy. Still can't move that one body, huh? Samlander, I hope that the rest of your weekend went well, and I hope that you have had a good Monday. We just did a major story beat where Aloy definitely did not fail multiple times trying to get past the gates at Sunfall? Liquid Light? What was the name of the place that we just went to? Hold on, it's gonna say it right here. This place. Barren Light, there we go. I need to watch the deaths. Like, I need to be a lot more attentive to Aloy's health because I feel like so many of my deaths in this game are just not me pressing the heal button because I'm underestimating how fast and furious the damage is coming in. Go up. Samlander says that the weekend was good. Monday had... I'm not going to succeed at pronouncing this. Nochi pesto, and then fresh garden tomato, so ending well. Oh, but you're saying that the subtitles would show the name. Well, I mean, that actually is a reason I don't want the subtitles on. Like, it is at least a point of distraction to me if the subtitles are providing information that I, as the player, am not supposed to have. That's a big issue that I have with, like, movie subtitles as well, where the subtitles themselves wind up being de facto spoilers by giving away the name or identity of somebody that you might not be supposed to know. Samlander says that the quest giver NPCs all have names. And she probably introduced herself, and I'm just forgetting it. Okay. I don't want to fall this time. Let's be more careful. Alright. So we pulled open this door. And now... Okay, let me think for a second. Nope, we still go this way. One, like, brain limitation that I keep bumping up against is that for me, circle is always down, and in Horizon it's actually square. Square for stealth, square for drop. It's just, it'll come to me as we go.
One of the signal devices. Should be a lens I can grab for Reyna.
Okay, I don't want to fall off of this. It just came up. It just came up. There we go.
Got the lens. I can trade it with Reyna the next time I see her.
Return to Reyna. Yep, got that. So Reyna is 158 meters this way. So let's practice using the shield wing, unless there's something else up here. Not that I see. We might need to do some circling here to avoid going past her. Oh, she went all the way back home. Okay. When she said, if you're gonna go up there and get that, then I can be convinced to hang around for a while, I thought that that's what she was gonna do, not immediately leave. Then again, maybe she saw Aloy fall all the way off the tower and is like, okay, I'll be back later. She can figure out where I am.
Aloy, I was hoping I'd see you around.
Let's play some machine.
And now that you mention it, she 100% was introduced as Reyna earlier.
Did you bring me something good?
Got what you wanted.
Couldn't have done it better myself. Here, for your troubles. You let me know when you find more of these.
Okay. Completed errand, but was that all of them? Because I could swear that there's at least one that we didn't get. I have 4 skill points. So I've been using some melee attacks. I want to start getting some melee abilities here. First strike. Oh, Resonator Blast. I thought this was something we were going to unlock in a story progression. I didn't realize that it was in here. First strike an enemy with melee attacks. Also, this is an active skill being recognized by its diamond shape. Skills in this category unlock new capabilities, from advanced combat maneuvers to crafting efficiencies. Okay. Strike an enemy with melee attacks to build up energy on your spear. Then when fully charged, tap R2 to energize your target. Finally, switch to a bow and shoot the energy on the target to deal a large amount of damage. I'm sure this will make more sense as we go. Block Breaker. Immediately break an enemy's weapon guard and leave them vulnerable to a follow-up attack. Yeah, something like this would have been pretty helpful against Shieldo. Here we got Nora Warrior. Oh boy, this is turning into Ninja Gaiden, and I'm here for it. A powerful melee combo common among Nora warriors, useful in knocking down small machines and staggering larger ones. I really want to learn these. R1, R2. This one is R1112, and this one is just shoot a bow at the guy after you electrify him. Wait, but it's still R2. Okay, I gotta learn how to do these. Melee damage. Deal more damage. This is energized duration. Oh, well, yeah, because let's just make them energized for longer, because I feel like that's going to be helpful. Now, Dougler is saying something interesting. Dougler is saying... Oh, and hello to Pikachu! Dougler is saying... I want to read it exactly. Mia, thank you so much for doing the shout-outs. Dougler is saying, in most movies, when you're not supposed to know who's talking, they'll say something like, unknown voice 1, and then later on, when you find out who it is, it'll say their name, or just won't have their names at all. Dougler, you are watching a higher class of movies than I've seen. When I have seen movies with subtitles, they are nowhere near that thoughtful. I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm saying I haven't seen it yet. Here's a good example. Vista Point Tower. That's apparently not something that I can do. It feels heavily implied that the towers and stuff. Oh, and you know what else? Now that we have the Resonator Blast, now we can go back here and do the melee pit. Yeah. Bad news, everybody. We're heading back in here. Here's an example, without getting too specific. Near the beginning of the movie Black Widow, there's a scene where Black Widow goes into an apartment and she does not know who lives there. Fortunately, whoever did the subtitles removes any ambiguity instantaneously. Immediately upon entering in there, the very first line of dialogue this person says, like, oh, okay. Yep, no, I know who exactly who that is. The character doesn't know, the audience isn't supposed to know, but don't worry, the subtitles have given that away. That is so common, at least in movies. Like, games, I find, are operating on a much smarter level. It's very common in games that if, you know, that you'll meet a character for the first time and they will be question mark, or brown-haired girl, guy with watering can. Like, it'll have something like that, and I really like it when they do that. In movies, whoever it is that's doing subtitles for American release movies don't give a crap, and they want you to know that they don't give a crap. Spelling errors, punctuation errors, formatting errors, white subtitles that display on top of white backgrounds such that they cannot be seen or read at all. These things are all over the place. Subtitles on American television shows and movies are abysmal. Like ruin the experience level abysmal. And whoever, like, whatever companies are doing it, like whatever AI scripts they're running to like run these down with no proofreading and no effort put into them, they should absolutely be ashamed. The subtitles are there as an accessibility option to help people that need them, who want them, who can make use of them to enhance their understanding of the movie, and they're just... The people who rely on the subtitles are really being robbed of the intended experience by the filmmakers or the showrunners. Dougler's saying, I think you're reading malice where stupidity is much more... No, it's incompetence. It's lack of interest. That's not malice. Disinterest is not malice. It's just apathy. It's ineptitude. It's a refusal to dedicate a minimal amount of resources to an important task. You have these movies that will come together with all of the stunt coordinators, all the visual effects artists, the director of photography, the storyboard artists, the directors, the producers, the actors, and then when it comes down to doing some sort of a home release where they take 5 minutes, okay, I don't want to be too flippant about it, but they spend just a little bit more to have an adequate, not an exemplary, just an adequate experience for home viewers that would want subtitles, and they are handed basically just a pile of garbage. It's really, really bad.
Here to practice, friend. I set up some new training while you were gone.
Is it tutorial or challenges? Resonator blast. Yeah, so we're gonna do this. Patikin's saying must be an American thing. I've never had them. There was a massive plot spoiler introduced immediately in the movie Devil, the M. Night Shyamalan movie Devil, which Mia picked up on immediately and thus had the entire movie ruined. Like, it's to that degree. It's really bad. Again, American made. Maybe when they do the DVD release, or maybe when you get over to the EU, they have like different standards, like different requirements. But over here, it's just like you basically run an AI script on listening to the movie, or you just upload that. I think what they literally did for Devil was they just uploaded the shooting script straight into it. Oh, and by the way, my personal favorite, when you have subtitles that aren't even similar to what the person said, because again, they upload the script without paying any attention whatsoever to what the actor actually said or what the editors changed it to later. Yeah, Maria's saying that sucked. Grumpy's saying that it was him. But Grumpy, it came up as a topic of conversation because of the subtitler. Like, the subtitle, like, I don't want to repeat the spoiler here, but suffice it to say that if you watch the M. Night Shyamalan movie with subtitles on, the American, like, subtitles on, you will immediately be able to identify the twist. It's going to be, well, no, sorry, it is not a twist. It's what the plot is. Like, immediately. It's so fast. Anyway. So, sorry, this is charge up and then electrify them and then shoot them with the bow. Okay.
Yeah.
That spear of yours seems to energize after attacks.
Market for salvage
I think
contracts.
landing heavy attacks in combination will energize you faster. Now to
I
use
feel like
that
I'm not
energy,
doing this.
try attacking your enemies. See if you can energize them. This one goes to the Nora.
I've mastered Well, mastered. I did it one time. So I will call that a success. Pikachu is saying hello to Grumpy. Petey, what language do you speak if you were fine with me asking? Patikan is 100% fluent in English for sure, but I think that he's also fluent in... I will let him answer. Sorry, I should not be speaking for Patikan. Yeah, mastered, says Samalander. Okay. R1, 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 R2. Let's do it.
Yeah!
Did I... what? Okay.
Single attacks are child's play. A real fighter combines them. Practice this combination as a starter.
That was weird. It started me off with one of two and then reset, but that's fine. Okay, block breaker. R1, R1, R2. Whoa!
If you need shards, there's a salvage operation to the west.
Offensive opponent, break their weapon block, then follow through to attack with this combination.
Patikan is answering that he also speaks Flemish. I don't have aerial slash and aerial slam. Okay, so we've caught up on what I can do here. Now, am I allowed to do challenges? Now we can. Okay, so in 1 minute, we have to defeat our opponent by overcoming their weapon guard. Be careful, as blocking opponents could counterattack at any moment. So you'll only use your spear and training bows for this challenge.
Nora, if you need shards, there's a salvage operation to the west.
If you keep repeating the same attacks, your enemy will dodge them. Vary your attacks and combinations. Make yourself less predictable. Come on. If your opponent keeps blocking, then use a heavy attack or a power attack to break through. Either that or hit them from behind.
Nora, if you need shards,
Could you... Sorry, the lady who's like... hold on. Oh, so I can't draw my bow here.
there's a salvage operation to the west. Yeah.
Wow.
That didn't do it. Try again.
Okay. Yes. Let me retry.
If you keep repeating the same attacks, your enemy will dodge them. Vary your attacks and combinations. Make yourself less predictable.
You're in the market for salvage contracts. Barren life.
Come on. If your opponent keeps blocking, then use a heavy attack or a power attack to break through.
Well, why do we call it a block breaker
behind.
if it doesn't get through his block, though? Okay,
That didn't do it.
No,
Try
I
again.
failed. I feel like there's something very important that I'm missing here. It's R1, R1, R2. And then maybe sometimes you'll do something else just to, like, mix it up. But I haven't worked out what I'm doing wrong on this yet. Although I have some notes on what I could do better next time.
Come on. If your opponent keeps blocking, then use a heavy attack or a power attack to break through. Either that or hit them from behind.
Yeah, you! If you need shards, it's a salvage operation. Looking for Hunter Lee.
If you keep repeating the same attacks, your enemy will dodge them. Vary your attacks and combinations. Make yourself less predictable.
Again.
Wow.
Together, you can again.
Hope to catch you soon. Nora, if you need shards, there's a salvage operation. Nora, if you need shards, there's a salvage operation. Nora, if you need shards,
I cannot believe how hard they're hawking to me about this salvage
That didn't do
operation
it.
in the West.
Try again.
Sam Linder's saying this is why I didn't do these. The thing is, I really feel like there's something that I'm meant to learn here about doing a better job about like getting this guy.
Nora, if you need shards, there's a salvage operation to the
If you keep repeating the same attacks, your enemy will dodge them. Vary your attacks and combinations. Make yourself less predictable.
Nora, if you need shards, there's a salvage operation. Nora, if you need shards, there's a salvage operation. Nora, if you need shards, there's a salvage operation to the west, looking for hunters. Nora, if you need shards, there's a salvage operation to the west, looking for hunters.
I don't know how to do damage faster than this.
That didn't do it.
So
try again.
I think part of it is that like he does a lot of blocking and that's just like absorbing a lot of damage. And I know that it's called block breaker. I want you guys to know how often I'm doing R1, R1, R2, which is the block breaker. So either I'm not doing it successfully, even though I passed the challenge, or that really needs to be mixed in with some super heavy hits.
Nora, if you need shards, there's a salvage operation to the west.
I know everyone wants to hear Follow the road.
Why that way?
If you keep repeating the same attacks, your enemy will dodge them. Vary your attacks and combinations. Make yourself less predictable. Close attention to your opponent's stance. Read their intentions. Choose your attacks to break their defense.
Okay, so I guess you didn't have to do that move at the end. I got it done, which is the important part. All right, so continue. Fatigan did not have that salvage talk, neither did Grumpy. Thank you to Samalander and Ronan. So, Resonator Blast. So this is defeat your opponent with Resonator Blast. This technique utilizes your melee and range attacks and deals a massive amount of damage at once. Performing melee combos and power attacks energizes the spear faster. You only use your spear and bow. Yeah.
That energy doesn't last forever. Shoot the glowing part of your opponent before the energy fades.
Also, another thing, you guys, you may not have gotten this because, like, I'm coming back to this area after having done the.
If you're interested.
Go up the fuck.
That spear can give you the edge in battle. Keep energizing it, and then your enemies.
Yeah, by
triggering
comparison,
those energy blasts should help you vanquish your opponents.
That one was like way easier. We finished it with 30 seconds on the clock. For whatever reason there, when I went to do the attack, I just couldn't. Believe me, I know how to push up on the right stick. She just wasn't having it right there. Her arms were extremely tired. So let's try the Pit Master Challenge. Defeat your opponent with a resonator. Oh wait, nah. Put your melee skills to the test to defeat Odurg, Chainscrape's Pitmaster. Odurg's strong and direct Ostrom fighting style is highly effective, with a focus on dodging and blocking attacks. He's beaten the best brawlers the Daunt has to offer, spear and bow. And I'll get a pristine skull out of this.
So, you arrest me.
Don't you think Nora, if you need a guard, salvage operation.
Oh, I really thought that I had him.
Yeah.
Energized.
An impressive attack.
Where did I put my shoe? It looks
Oh,
like this
crud.
one. Did it.
By offering salvage.
You thought this be easy?
I am very low on lives.
I see. Good. Good.
If you need shards, salvage operation west.
Good. Challenge is over. Yes, I win.
I was a beat late on that dodge. You were knocked unconscious, even though I was standing up. Oh well, let's retry.
Let's test your skill.
Interested, there's an Ostrom.
A good series of attacks. Good. Good.
Ignore me again.
I see how you earned your reputation. An impressive attack.
Yeah.
Good series
Nora,
of
if you need
attacks.
shards,
I see how
salvage
you earned your
operations
reputation.
west.
Good. I see how you earned your reputation. Quite well.
By offering.
Good series of attacks. I see how you. Good. A good
I really
series
feel like
of
this guy
attacks.
is talking down to me at this point.
Yield. I yield. Well fought, friend. Well fought.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Ooh. Serves me right for thinking I could go up against the savior of Meridian. Here, have this. A little something for the new champion.
Thank you, Odurg.
Don't be a stranger now. Come back whenever you'd like to spar again.
Ronan is saying it's a shame that Aloy dropped her equipment or something. Yeah, from the first game. Apparently he decided to start traveling light. Also, I will say that her armor, in fairness, the armor that she, like her default armor, is the armor I never got in the original game. I never found one of the cauldrons. I looked and looked and looked and looked. It was one of the cauldrons and, gosh, I think at least 2 of the power cells. I just never
you later,
found.
Odurg.
Farewell then.
Okay. Oh, hi. Die unlocked. That's new. We've heard tell of dies, but that's the first die unlock that I've had. As far as I know, I can't do this because I don't have the blocked path. So we will come back for that later. We did that. We did that. Yeah, so we are basically at the end of the time that we have for today. Oh, apparently we can do this signal tower. Let's see if we can do this signal tower quickly. And if we run out of time, then we will start the next episode with it. Yeah, if I were to guess, the game didn't necessarily think that we were going to wait until after I didn't have the resonator ability until just now. I thought that that was something that Aloy was going to pick up, like the shield wing, like the grappling hook. I thought that that was something that she was going to get later on. Oh my goodness. So I think that the settlement here is intended to have maybe 1 or 2 NPCs that say that, but when you're doing the fights, then suddenly they are everywhere. They populate the audience with only those people. All right, we're not going to worry about fighting these guys. We're going to sort of like... Also, I'm very happy that we've crossed into the part of the game that has the day and night cycle. I figured that was happening, that was going to happen eventually, and I really like the way that this game looks as you go. I still feel one of the best third-person action games for day and night cycles that I can remember was Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where, like...
Fine with these machines are weird. I might learn how to override them.
Like, there were actually gameplay changes and sometimes stat changes that you would get as you... When you were, Don't worry, Pig, I'm not going to get you right now. Sometimes stat changes. Oh, shit. I can't get there from here, can I? No, Hold on. I'm gonna get back on our mount. Ronan was, wanting to tell Mia that the... better armor helped a lot with the Frozen Wilds DLC. Oh, so, Patikin and Samalander and maybe Ronin, other people that might know, Grumpy. The DLC for this game, A, would you say that it's worth it? B, should it be picked up? Is it something that you're supposed to do sort of as you go along, like in the original game, or is it something that is meant to be done afterwards? Like, without any specific spoilers, I am curious on that particular point. I really feel like I should be on the road for this. Oh, come on, Roomfoy. I can do this. No. Ugh. Grumpy is saying that you cannot do it until you finish the main quest and that it is worth it. Thank you very much for that feedback.
I'm gonna leave this mount outside.
Okay, fine. You guys, I don't think that we're gonna make it there in time. I will get as close as I can. Broken knees be damned. Come to me. I was really hoping they'd ride up alongside me. Hold on. Yeah, so we're meant to follow this path. They're going to be very unhappy that I am bothering their grazing, but... I'm honestly not entirely sure which part of this is path.
What's back here?
Yeah, as I've mentioned on a couple of occasions, I did not play the DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn because it came out well after I had finished the game. And it's not all that common that I will
be interested in this.
Revisit a game once I hit credits. Now, DLCs that come out...
Looks like this camp was abandoned a while ago.
DLCs that are meant to be played after the main quest, those are a major exception. Like, if I'm playing, like, the main story, and I finish all of that, it rolls credits, but then I have DLC to do, that, obviously. But if I, like, If I get to the point where I start playing other stuff and sort of like step away from it, then at that point it's just really difficult for me to ever return to something.
The signal tower. Might be a lens I can grab for Reyna at the top.
All right, let's see if we can knock this out in about 7 minutes here. So far, this is mostly made of ways that I can't go. But yeah, for, you know, for Pikachu and anybody else who has come by, I really hope that you guys had a great... Okay.
It's not hooking onto that.
Really do have to hold it in. I hope you guys had a great Monday. Mine has steadily improved once I was able to get some rest and my back started feeling better over the weekend. Yeah, but pull yourself up. There we go. Interesting, just sort of like side note on like when this episode is being recorded. Nintendo just announced that Charles Martinet, and I think that that is how it is meant to be pronounced,
The cold distract me.
is no longer going to be the voice of Mario moving forward.
This tower is barely holding together.
And I see a lot of like speculation and stuff about this, like, oh wow, they've decided to like get rid of him and replace him.
One of the signal devices. Should be a lens I can grab for Reyna.
It seems infinitely...
Another lens for Reyna.
It seems infinitely more likely to me that he's done this voice for decades. It's, you know, as he ages, it's probably like moved further out of his register and he feels less and less comfortable trying to do it and probably wants to step back. Now, if he has said something to the contrary, I'm all ears. Oh boy. This really got to develop that as a as a reflex. Okay, and now we're on to the campfire. Sam Leonard saying it's worth buying and installing the DLC before you plan on playing through it.
Get a good glide in.
All right, we will contact our mount to join us in the event that that seems faster than what we're doing. All right, so again, a few too many deaths. Well, that's not helping anybody. How do I release that? I probably don't. Okay, we're gonna switch back to that, and maybe I'll craft a couple arrows. Oh yeah, I used a lot of acid arrows. That was a really fun fight. That was the disappointing me. That big story fight that we did out in the field, that was a lot of fun, and that's why I felt bad about like getting got a couple times, because I really like to do those in one go. Okay, let's throw down a manual save, and this will be where we call it for episode 5 of Horizon Forbidden West. I'm very glad that, as far as I can see, it never broke the recording. So we will see you guys again back here real soon. Now, the next episode, the next stream that we do may not be this game, because I really do want to revisit what's called Shadow Gambit. So our next stream might be Shadow Gambit. It might be Anno 1800, it might be Riftbreaker, you never know. But after doing basically 4 episodes in a row of this, it's more likely that now it's going to enter into a steady rotation. Probably a heavy rotation, like I want to make steady progress in this. But yeah, it'll be mixed in with some other games of other styles, and we hope to see you there. Until then, it's time to raid out because we've only got a few minutes. Thank you guys so much for joining me. This has been a really wonderful entry into the work week, and we will see you again throughout the week for some more fun streams. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.